Hey, good morning guys, Brian here. Hope you guys are doing well. Good morning, it's Monday. Today we are over here getting ready to do our commercial maintenance route, but first things first, we got some maintenance on the books. Also, something really new and exciting, we got the Exmark Vertex X-Series bagger. How about that? I'll show you guys that here in just a quick second. So here we go. Usually we do all of our maintenance at the end of the week, Thursday, but it was 94 degrees and all that mess, and it's been a long week, so we just said, hey, we'll take a quick hour Monday morning. Jake's here already. What's up, Jake? Good morning.
Morning.
Look at these blades, by the way. I haven't seen a 72 blade too often, but look how big this thing is. That's a huge lawnmower blade versus, let me show you a 60. Just to give you guys an example. Is that crazy? That's a solid 3 inches longer than the 60-inch blade. And there's still 3 blades on a deck on a 72. You can keep going, dude, if you got a zip. Don't worry about the camera, I got you.
I know you did.
All right, so there you go. There you go. Good morning, changing those blades. All right, so the 72 is getting worked on. I'm gonna change the blades on the radius this morning. Just take 5 minutes with the Bulldog jack. It's been a lifesaver. That's that black jack you guys can see right here. Right, a lot of people always ask me what jack. Now we do have the Ballard Super Jack. We do have the Ballard Super Jack. Usually it's over here in the corner. Why would it be? Where is it? Oh, there it is. This is what we usually change our mower blades with, and I do promote it because I do love it. Great for stand-ons, all that mess. It's been working out great, but the integrated Bulldog jack with a little nose here with Exmark since a couple years ago has been a really a cool feature and a game changer for us. So we're gonna change the blades on the radius and then also change the blade on the Vertex X-Series. So here you go, here's the bagger. This just came in Thursday and took them a couple days to install it up at Weingartz. Shout out to Weingartz, and we just got it back. So you guys can see a couple different shiny pieces of new red metal. So let's go through it together, I guess. Number one, you got this weighted kit just on the fork. Very similar to a zero turn, probably the same part and skew. Then let's go here. Vertical bagger, sort of like the Toro Multiforce. A lot of you guys have used that platform and seen that. I think it's in a different bagger though, if I'm not mistaken, but don't quote me on that. It looks very similar, but I thought somebody said it's a different bagger in general than the Multiforce. And then you guys can see all the hardware, the mounting hardware here. So just some visuals here. Looks like we have a bolt that goes through to this big metal black bracket, holds all this as well, and then this bolts to the fender, if you will. Coming up on top, I see this red bracket all the way down here. Trying to trace it best I can. All the way here, all the way here. This looks like another mounting plate, some additional bolts that went through, or new bolts that might have went through for this completion kit. Just trying to look at it. And then this bolted to that red piece of metal, and then this is your spring assist, it looks like, for your lid. Just trying to go slow here for you guys this morning, just so you guys can get a good visual. There you go. Got that mesh insert for that breathability, right, for the clippings and the dust. Here's your chute. One thing that it doesn't have that the Toro had, which I did like, was that little spinning thing. Although it's not usually the most effective little spinny thing, I did like that spinny thing, so at least I knew that it was sucking and shooting up clippings in there, and or if you knew you were full. So anyway, you got the 2 baggers, which is a little less capacity than the sit down, which has a 3rd bagger usually. So here you go. All right, and I'm not gonna mess with it all with just one hand, but coming down here, should be able to open this, swing this out, yep. Just like the Multiforce. So maybe it's like the same impeller or auger. This is what happens when you start doing stuff with one hand. So I'll have to fix that in a second. I'm not gonna take this off for just now, but we will be taking this all off in about 5 minutes here once I get an extra hand. So stay tuned, we'll show you guys what it looks like taking it off. I'm not going to run it right now. We do have to get it out the door for mowing, so we're gonna have to just come back and revisit this at another time, but here's your first look. Getting there. set of 72s for the guys. All right, we're still going this morning. Got a lot we're picking up. Ballard just sent us a couple more goodies. What do we got? Some gloves.
Blade sharpening gloves.
There you go. Darwin's Grip. They sent us these. You can get them at Ballard or Darwin's, but these are from Darwin's Grip for the new trimmers finally in, which is awesome. And then I've got some Ballard. What's the stuff? The green stuff called? Can you open up one of those for me, Mark, real quick? I think it's Mower Magic. We'll come on back. Look at that. Wow. So Jake is doing a great job, man. He's been kicking butt. And not to give anybody busy work, but just said, hey, can you hit that with a power washer? And it already looks so much better. So does the trailer. Check this out. We had a muddy rain day the other day, so we had like those rooster tails. So we got 90% of them. It looks so much better. Just a quick little wash down. Looks so much better. And there you go. Kind of a chaotic, busy morning, but what can you do? Baby steps here, getting this crew going out. There you go, the Ballard Mower Magic. This is what I was talking about. This stuff is actually awesome. A lot of great cleaners out there, but I cannot wait to start throwing this on our machines every week, every other week. 100% love this stuff. We ordered 3 boxes with our own money. It wasn't sent to us. People always say, oh, it was sent to you. Yeah, I mean, it was sent to us because we paid shipping. There you go, got 3 more. All right, there you go. All right, so Ryan and I are gonna try to take this thing off. Do you wanna pop that lid off, dude?
Sure.
Because I wanna see if we can get this tube out.
You got one more. You're stretching one. Right there.
What do we get? Oh, okay. Bring it down a little bit for me. All right, so that's 2 little rubber things on the side, just like the multi-force. We'll just throw this up here for now. And then,
I'm waiting to pull that pin.
all right, so here, Mark, come on around. We'll show you guys. If you guys have seen the multi-force platform before, you probably know. You want to get over here on that side, Ryan? We're both like, oh, what's gonna happen? All right, so looks like we are. Let's just hop over. Oh, it's not too bad.
No.
Okay, let's take it over. All right, there you go. So we're just gonna leave those for now.
I would assume.
All right, so you guys can see the mounting hardware here. And we'll just leave that in for now. My next question would be the chute that we got going on here. So let's take this off. Fancy. All right, if I give you guys a quick tip here, take photos and videos of everything. So that way when we're trying to put it all back together in October, we can see what we're looking at. And go slow so you can see where every bolt is. So we got a double stack pulley, and let's see how it loops around here. So we get how the belt forms. So like inverts over itself, and then through here it looks like. Ryan, you paying attention to?
Nope.
1, 2, 3 bolts. We're going to have to take the bolt bracket setup off just because we got to put our Ballard chute blocker back on. We shouldn't have to move those double stack pulleys, obviously. That should be just a completing kit. All right, so now I got that in the phone. What are we doing here? That spring's open. All right, let me get another video of this. There you go. Oh, and by the way, Mark, there's this cool diagram. I don't know if you can get this. There you go. So now you can see how the pulley and the belt is supposed to run, but it always just helps with the visual. It's interesting how like it inverts, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it loops over itself. All right, so trying to figure out where the tension is. Let's do this. All right. I'll take this, and then I'm guessing this, Ryan, is just on a peg that swings.
Yeah.
See that light? There you go. Let's just throw it on the workbench in the corner for now.
Scratch it all up, right?
Scratch up the workbench.
Well, I meant the vacuum.
Don't scratch up the vacuum. Couple $1,000 vacuum, you know? All right, and then this system, it looks like this is all one piece. Or is it?
Yeah, it's all one piece on the deck.
Well, Mark, if you want to come over here just so the people can see. Looks like we've got this big chunky red piece of metal that is bolted to the mower deck. So it looks like we're gonna have to take this off, Ryan.
Yep.
And I feel like that is separate from the black pulley system here.
Correct.
All right, so let's get some wrenches. We'll take off this right here. And it looks like it also bolts underneath at the bottom. So it looks like we got 4, maybe 5 bolts that we'll take off really quick. All right, so real life, we're about 15, 20 minutes into this thing. We removed the 3 bolts here, 1, 2, and Ryan's hand doing the one behind it because our impact isn't long enough.
Because I'm not skilled enough.
Low skill, low wage. There you go. All right. And we're just trying to, by the way, visually document this for ourselves as we put this back on in the fall. We know what the heck we're looking at. But, you know, 20, 30 minutes to retool a machine, that's not a big deal.
Brian just wanted more views on this video, so every time we wanted to take it off or put it back on, we have to give him money. Where do you find these guys, man?
People are like, do you give your guys lines? Yeah, I gave Ryan that line to say. No, Ryan comes up with his own motivational quips for the video on his own.
Hey, that was good, bro, wasn't it? Gotcha!
Shout out to Ryan.
Can I have those bolts? I'm just gonna put all the screws and stuff right back into the holes.
I got you. Here, you do that. I got you. There's our workbench. Alright, so this is our last piece of video documentation for us to rebuild our chute blocker later. Or a chute blocker, a bagger. So this is the side mounting hardware. And you guys have 1, 2, 3 bolts, right, Ryan?
3, 4.
4th bolt right here.
And then 5.
Where's that one
It has
going?
to go right here.
Alright, cool. So 5 more bolts there. Interestingly enough, this baffle isn't the original baffle, so we might have to take this off. What a pain in the butt. Because if we put the chute blocker back on, this isn't going to work. So that has to come off, which is thankfully looks like just 1 bolt. So let's try. All right, now I think that should do it. But Ryan and I's big question was there an original baffle there? And I don't have the answer. It doesn't look like it. Can you get underneath there, Mark, just to see? It doesn't look bad. I think we actually, I don't think there was a baffle.
That's what I said. I don't think there was one.
Yeah, it looks like there's a V on the 72, but that doesn't mean that that's like that on the 60. So I got nothing. But there you go. So let's make sure we keep this hardware together. Where we put all this?
Over here, right with the bag and all that.
All right, cool. All right, there you go on the bagger. All right, one last thing we're taking off is the weight. Ryan asked if we're taking this off. Last thing?
The last thing.
Yeah, right, dog. There you go. All right, let's see. Just a couple bolts.
No, you never know.
We gotta go to work, dude. We don't have time for this.
Okay, I'll go to work.
Let's go.
I'll go to work right now.
Let's go. Now we got some shirts here for Owen. There you go. That's the official merch. All right, so here's our last thing, right? Because the thing that never ends. Blade changes, blockers, bagger. Last. Yell at Brian.
Check.
Check. All right, one thing I was going to show you guys for just a quick second. That bagger, unfortunately, was kind of pushed over a little too much here on the racks. So we're gonna have to navigate that and see how the bagger can actually fit in here. Just to be honest with you guys, it was pretty wide. But one thing I did do is I elevated and moved this gas can. Not that all of you guys super care, but just a quick note, that was rubbing up against the engine mount. So I fixed this one. And then also I moved this one up because when I did bring it in here, the tire was like just perfectly scraping the underneath of the rack, just so you guys know. So I just elevated it up 6 inches.
Fit that bagger in there now too, because we put the 60 on the back. We had more room with that wheel well.
If we can push the mower maybe over a little bit more, totally, maybe it'll give us an extra ½ inch that I needed. And nothing really juts up off the wall, you know, more than 6, 8, 12 inches. But it was a tight fit with that, did I say something? It was a tight fit, but the bagger was like coming against this stuff. And there's no way I would have been able to get it into the middle of the trailer or even up front.
Yeah.
So I was kind of concerned, but I'm like, hey, we always got the utility if we have to. we can use the old trailer for leaf bagging with the blower, and then the utility to track stuff around. But
yeah.
obviously we want to keep everything in here, but one thing at a time. So there you go. Future dump trailer? Yeah, that is happening. So there you go. All right. Well, they're off to the races. Now to go do some bids and quotes.